All right, so I have the founders of Girls Gone Forex here with me in Raleigh, North Carolina. First, my name is Charnell Sutton. I am brand ambassador for Girls Gone Forex, and I am so privileged to be able to have them here with me here in my city. So here we have Miss Robyn Mancell, and we have Miss Faye. We have the mindset marketing extraordinaire. We have the Forex guru of all time. And I just wanted to take a minute. These ladies always share a lot about who they are and their story. So I just wanted you guys to hear a little bit more, if you're not as familiar, from them. And hopefully maybe see something, see a different side or something a little deeper that you hadn't seen about them before. So, Robyn, we'll start with you.
All right.
So we know from different calls and videos and stories that, you know, you guys have just recently met. But can you share a little bit about just your passion and heart behind what Girls Gone Forex means to you?
Okay. So I met a woman who had been trading for 20 years. And you and I know her, Annette. And one of the things that she said to me that got my attention was that everybody needed access to this information. And that 20 years ago, she paid like $12,000 to learn. She was the only woman in the class. And so that's what stuck out to me. I didn't know anything about Forex. I don't know anything about it. Don't know anything about how it works. And so I decided at that time that I wanted to participate in the market. I didn't know how. I didn't know what that was going to take. So I did try a couple times, different guys to teach me how to trade. And I thought, well, maybe I'm just too old for this. Maybe I don't get it. And I'm not going to get it. But I still had the passion. I wanted to find a way to expose women to the information because 90% of the market, men. So I had put together something, a girls group, Women of Wall Street, I called it, and I just kept saying, well, I'm not sure how this is going to happen, but I want to get women to learn how to trade. And ironically, I actually went to Dallas, and I did not go to Dallas. I didn't know Linda at the time. But I went to Dallas, and I just happened to be mentioning again, hey, I really want to learn how to do this Forex thing. And her ex-husband said, Linda's been trading for 15 years. And I thought, oh, okay, that's where it is. And so maybe a year later, we decided to put together, I came to Linda with an idea. I said, what do you think of this name, Girls Gone Forex? What do you think about that? And then Linda said, okay, that's a good name. And I said, I think we should try to teach some women to trade. Would you be open to that? And Linda said, yeah, let's do it. And so literally from there, a friendship, a business partnership started, and it really did manifest out of the desire to expose more women to the industry because, again, I didn't have the skill set. So that was just divine intervention, I believe.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Miss Linda, you are self-taught. You were already self-employed. A lot of people, they don't know a lot about investing, period. And you did a lot with real estate as well. And to a lot of people, that seems to be the better route, right? It seems more safe. Or can you talk a little bit to why Forex in comparison to real estate and even comparison to the stock market?
Well, I think that traditionally real estate, just like Forex, is what you would consider an alternative investment. When most people talk about and think about investments, you are thinking about stocks, equities, bonds, the kinds of things that you can go to the bank or go to a traditional financial advisor to speak to about. And those are the kinds of products that they're going to offer you. You can't go to a financial advisor even these days and get put in a real estate portfolio. So I have always been interested in those alternative investments for multiple reasons. One, the return is typically higher, of course, and you are able to control it yourself a little bit more. All of them have a degree of risk that are involved. Multiple vehicles out there, people have lost millions and millions of dollars. We most of us have experienced family, friends that even in the stock market lost their entire 401ks back 10 years ago. So for me, when I look at investments, it's definitely from a perspective of risk is everywhere. What we have to do is choose those investments that actually work for us and our specific risk profile. Stocks, to me, is not any less risky than Forex is. Forex is not any more risky than real estate is. I've lost money in real estate, I've lost money in Forex, I've lost money in stocks. I've gained money in real estate, I've gained money in Forex, I've gained money in stocks. So I think it's really about you finding your happy medium as it relates to risk, and most importantly, diversifying in all of those things so that you aren't stuck, like many of us have been, with all of our eggs in one basket, and when that basket falls from the bottom, we're left with nothing. So Forex is one of those things that I think lots of people should use as not only an alternative vehicle, but something to diversify within. You have to have the knowledge though, and that is across the board from any investment that you're in. Being a self-directed investor, as the woman that Robyn referred to before, that is the term that she loves to use, is more important than anything. You deciding what you want to invest in across the board so that your money continues to grow. But risk is risk. It is about deciding how risky you want to be with your own funds, and then deciding which of those vehicles work out best for you based on your goals, long-term and short-term.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay.
So, Robyn, you've made money in different areas of business.
Yes.
You've also been self-employed for a really long time. If you have done all this and made this money, why do you want to learn to trade? Why do you even care if other people learn to trade?
I think there's a lot of power in knowing how to trade in Forex. It gives you the flexibility to actually be able to trade anywhere in the world. I think that's empowering to have the ability to do that. The reason I think it's important that other people learn it is because I just really believe in empowerment of women especially, and that's something that you can pass down generational. So anytime I hear about something that I didn't know about, I wasn't familiar with, I think this could be the vehicle that could help people change their lives. And I just believe people should have options. So it's just a way to support people and show them that there is another way. And I'm big on that. I've always believed that we should share information because there's just things that a lot of us have not had access to. And so it's not about keeping that information to yourself. It's about sharing and giving people alternatives to what they're currently doing. And with Forex, the power of it is that anywhere in the world, you only need a laptop and internet access, and you can trade anywhere in the world, and that's power.
Absolutely.
It's huge.
Absolutely. And so, Linda, you were just mentioning, being self-directed or investing for yourself. Can you talk to the power of investing in yourself and paying for that knowledge?
Yes.
and the, I guess, the flip side of that?
Yes, obviously, I've spoken about this a couple of times. In learning how to trade Forex, I was self-taught, and I lost a lot of money in the process. It was not because I wasn't willing to necessarily invest in myself, because being an entrepreneur for over 16 years, I've invested highly in myself, from self-help books to seminars, millionaire mindset, you name it. I have attended it, I've paid for it. So it wasn't for me an aspect of not wanting to invest in myself, because I think in order to be successful in life, you have to first and foremost invest in yourself. That includes not only money, but it absolutely includes time commitment too. You have to be willing to sacrifice some things in order to be successful in life, period. From a monetary perspective, especially in learning how to trade Forex, when it was first introduced to me from a learning perspective, because I knew nothing about it, I had the opportunity to go somewhere and pay $10,000 to learn how to trade Forex, which I did not do. Hindsight is always 20/20, and I probably should have paid that because I lost more than that in the process of trying to teach myself. So Robyn creating Girls Gone Forex and me becoming on board in order to do the curriculum side of that, that's a lot of what that is, to help people to avoid what I did. Had I had a mentor, had I paid for my education, I would not have knocked my head and lost as much money as I did in trading Forex. So I think it's very, very important that people not necessarily look at the cost that is involved. Obviously, everyone should have a budget, and everybody should have the money set aside for what you need versus what you are going to do and the desires that you have. But taking that additional money and making sure that you do have that, whether it's building a business on the side, whether it's just investing in yourself so that you can become the person that you want to do, or even starting your own business, you have to be able to allocate those funds so that you can grow as a person. Most people don't want to work a 9-to-5 for the rest of their life. Most people want to be able to retire early. In order to do those things, you have to invest in yourself. And it's not just $20 here or $100 here. It does take an investment, no different than that vacation that you might want to take. Just like you save that money to go on vacation, you need to set that up to save money so that you can invest in yourself and grow to what you truly become. We all have dreams. Those don't go away just because we start working. Some of us tend to let them go away, but there's no reason to do so. Continue to dream, continue to build, and continue to invest in yourself so that you can be who you truly want to be.
Right. And so with that, it just makes me think about, so there are a lot of trading programs, right? There's internet stuff, there's academies all over the world. But there's a certain commitment to success of the traders that you guys have instilled in Girls Gone Forex. Can you, Linda, talk about, because yes, you're creating a curriculum, but more than that, you've set it up in a way that you're not trying to get people to come back to you next year, right?
Correct.
So can you talk a little bit about, your commitment to the success of the girls in Girls Gone Forex?
Yeah. For me, it truly is about empowering women. I have always been one to share my knowledge with anyone that will listen to me. I can talk a lot, but whenever I come across something that I know genuinely will help people, then I've always wanted to share that. And Forex has been no different. When I first started to learn Forex, people would come to my house and I would teach them about candlesticks going up, candlesticks going down, absolutely for free, because I knew that it was something that would change people's lives. Mm-hmm. So fast forward 15 years later, it's still no different for me. And now, through Girls Gone Forex, I'm absolutely able to not only share my knowledge and my experience, because I've had the ups and I've had the downs. I've had the way downs in the Forex market as well. But I can share that experience and really be able to guide and mentor people in a way that if you're consistent in the market, if you do what I tell you to do, if you're consistent in the market and you use the knowledge and the skills that are being taught to you, proper risk management, proper money management, this is absolutely something that no one will ever take away from you. Something that you can continue to use, continue to teach others, teach your children. So it truly allows you to build a legacy for your family and move from certain places, like Robyn said, be able to do this anywhere in the world that you want to. So not only does it give you the ability to gain a financial way of life that you might have desired, but also the time freedom that you need. Me being an entrepreneur allowed me to be at home with my kids every day. Mm-hmm. It allowed me to take my kids to school every day, to be the first person that they come home to every day. And without that entrepreneur spirit that I have, without the Forex, my kids were 5, 7, and 9, I think, when I first started trading Forex professionally, it wouldn't have allowed me to be the mom that I have been to my kids. So they didn't go to daycare. It was me, and back then I was married, it was me and their dad, and we were stay-at-home moms and stay-at-home dads. And I was able to participate in every single event that they were able to do their whole lives. So something like Forex, something like being an entrepreneur gives moms and families and dads even the ability to truly be the parents that we all want to be. We want to be there when our kids take their first steps, when they have their singing program at school, and we don't want to say to them, oh, I gotta work, I'm not going to be able to make it. So being able to use these kinds of vehicles to really get back what traditional 9-to-5s kind of take away from us is so important, and to be able to give that back as mothers to our children so that they know that there's another way, so that they know that they can grow and truly be whoever they want. Robyn, I'll use Robyn as an example. Her granddaughter, she showed me a picture of her granddaughter with a shirt that says she's going to be a future graduate of USC. She's 7.
Yeah.
So these kinds of things allow you, even at 7, to be able to look at her and say, she can have whatever she wants. It doesn't matter. There's no price tag to it. If she wants to go to USC in 12 years from now, then that possibility is there. If she wants to be a Forex trader like her grandma 12 years from now, then that possibility is there. So it's all about the options, and that, I think, has been the most fulfilling side of it for me, being able to give people back options that they thought that were lost.
Wow, that's really powerful. I love hearing the passion and excitement in you guys. I love it. And I mean, even after everything you just said, we know that a lot of what we do in everything is mostly mindset. 85, 90, 95%, right? I mean, we make decisions based on emotion. And so, but I love the fact that the difference with Girls Gone Forex, one of the differences, because there's a few, but the mindset piece, Robyn, that you provide, the mentoring and that kind of coaching, but also the sisterhood that's been created as well. Can you speak some to just what you've been able to experience so far with helping with the mindset and even creating that culture of sisterhood?
Yeah. Well, Linda actually is the one that said that we need to add mindset to the classes. I had a group already. I totally believe in the sisterhood. I mean, there's so many negative portrayals of women on TV and, reality TV most of the time. And it's just, I knew I didn't want that. And I knew that I wanted to prove, I'm one of those people that like to prove that what people say is not true, especially if it's a negative. And so I wanted to prove that women could work together, could be supportive of each other, could create a sisterhood, could do something that we were benefiting from it, but there was no animosity, no jealousy, none of that, that we could be all on the same playing field, right?
Yeah. And
I believe that. I really, really did believe that. So when Linda said, we need to do mindset, that even ingrained in the ladies even more the whole idea and concept of sisterhood. Because what we were doing in the mindset was helping them get on the same page. We did this, I did this thing where Linda thought I was crazy, but I called each one of the ladies. We had a group of 200 women in a group, maybe more than that. And I told Linda, I said, I'm going to call them all individually. And she said, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm going to do it because I felt like we were at a pivotal point in the company where it was important that they knew that this was just not talk. Yeah, I just felt like it would be important. And if you could hear how some of those ladies reacted to getting that phone call, there was shock, there was unbelief, there was excitement. You would have thought they were getting a call from Michelle Obama. Seriously, I was
very close.
I was, anyway, I was going to say, where's Barack? No, but No, but I just felt it was necessary for us to do because we started this company, we wanted to be different. We didn't want to be like every other trading company out there. So I felt, oh, here's another little touch of something that we can do that they know we care, and they can hear directly from one of the co-founders of the company, and they get a chance. And I heard stories that they honestly did drain me, not because it was anything some of the things, but just the fact that they were so open to share what they were going through. And so what they were going through equated to their whys. Yeah. Why they were here, and they shared those stories. They wanted to share like what Linda said, that nearly got me to tears listening, because I remember those days of being able to be at home with my kids and things like that. And so to hear how deep it went, what they were feeling, and what that does for you when you're in control of your life, I would say it was several things. It was, I need to do something for me, because being mothers, being wives, being caretakers, there was nothing left for them. That was one. They needed something. And the other one was, I miss my kids. I don't feel like I don't have freedom. So these are the things that stick with me, that help me do mindset more, because I got to hear from these ladies. So I heard what's important to them, and that is what has given us that, those days when we're like Lynn says, it's just like, oh my God, I'm beat up. This is a lot. When there's those days, our why stays intact, that we're here for the right reason, and we're here to empower women, and we're here to give them options to their life. And they have created, one of the young ladies we met with last night, one of our coach, she said the same thing. She said, there's a sisterhood here that I didn't even know was happening. And she said, I could never give that up now. So this is changing lives. So when people talk about changing lives, I know for a fact that we are changing lives. And the reason we picked women is because women give birth to male and female children. So if you start there, then what they produce from that is a mindset that is instilled in them from birth. So that was the reason why we started that. So it plays a huge, huge role. I don't think I really realized, and like I said, Linda's the one that said we have to add mindset. I had no idea it was going to mean as much as it has, but it's deep. It's really very deep.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Well, I am excited. This is just the beginning. Closing out almost the first full year.
Yeah.
Any final kind of like maybe favorite moments, words of advice, aha moments, any kind of something quick you want to share with those who may be seeing this and just hearing about Girls Gone Forex or Forex period for the first time, or maybe they're already involved and it's just kind of something you want to say.
I think I would say, without getting emotional, I'm going to try. For me, I don't think I can. I want to thank all of you ladies. And I want to thank Robyn. This has truly been the most fulfilling thing that I've done, and I've done a lot over the years as it relates to business. But being able to truly give 150% of me to something that I know can change women's lives has been amazing. So thank you for allowing me to be your coach, to be your instructor, to be your boss sometimes, to allow me to pour into you the way that I have. And please understand that, yes, I know I'm hard on you sometimes, but it is because I know that what we are bringing to you is is something that truly can turn into what you guys all say that you desire and want to be. So thank you, and continue to persevere. It's not going to come overnight, but as much appreciation as you guys have shown me, it just goes right back. And that's why I am the way that I am with you guys, because I truly am thankful for being able to share in the way that you guys have allowed me to. So,
Well, I want to thank Linda, because we did not know each other, and for those of you who are, just thinking about life and things that you want to do, and we didn't know each other. So I have to thank her for trusting someone that she really didn't know, who came and said, I have an idea. And she's the most amazing business partner for someone that I did not even know. Who does that? That is the most, I always say it's a divine intervention, and I really believe that, because I really believe that I manifested this. I really did. I put it out there, and there she was, literally just showed up like out of nowhere. And to be able to find a jewel in all of the things that go on in this world, and to find somebody that you can bond with, you can trust. I trust her, she trusts me. We're the yin and the yang, and I know it's as wonderful as Linda expressed, because when does that happen? When does that ever happen? That you have a dream like that, you don't know how it's going to happen, you want to help women, that that's what you really want to do. I don't even possess the skill. And then I meet this amazing woman who trusts me. When there's people that you might have known, and I know everybody knows this, there's people you might have known your whole life, right? And they don't have that kind of trust in you. And I trust her like she's my sister. She is my sister. I trust her in that way. And I know that we're on a path to something so amazing, because when does something like that happen? Right? So I expect the best. I expect that we're going to do big things. I expect that we're going to change lots of lives. I expect to take over the world. I do. I absolutely believe that, because I've been gifted with the absolute best person to work with and to change those lives. It's like God said, okay, here you go. Poof, there she is. And that's what has happened. So I'm very confident. I wake up every morning. I go to bed happy. I wake up happy, because I know from the pit of my soul that we are doing the right thing. And I also, like Linda, have never done anything like this, ever. I've done a lot of things, and people would always say, oh, well, when you help other people get what they want, and I'm like, well, what is that? Like, what does that look like? Because I've done a lot of things where I've been taken care of, but I've never done anything where I can look in these women's eyes, and there's a look that they give us that I know their lives are forever changed. I would have never thought I would have been able to be in that position, and it is absolutely the best thing in the world. It's divine. It is.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Robyn. Thank you, Linda. Thank you to everyone, all the Girls Gone Forex coaches, all the current students.
Yes, our coaches, yay.
Yes, ladies, if you're watching this, you're meant to see this information. You've just seen the hearts and the souls behind Girls Gone Forex. And as a current university student graduating soon, I can attest to the power of Girls Gone Forex. And so I hope that you'll take a minute. You can find us at girlsgoneforex.com. You can find us on Facebook, Girls Gone Forex. You can Google Girls Gone Forex, and we will be right there waiting to help you make your dreams come true. So we thank you. Here at Girls Gone Forex, we help women globally because we deal with the foreign exchange currency market, which is a 24-hour a day, 5-day a week market. We have testimonials from these students from all over the world because they've worked with our mindset mentor and coach Robyn Mancell, and they've trained under Linda Faye, our experienced trader and instructor. We've got some amazing events coming up. Our biggest thing, of course, is enrolling for this next semester, which is January 2018. You're going to want to get in our Forex Essentials class, move into prep school, and then eventually go to university and graduate with the distinction of trading like a girl. We look forward to working with you.